In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys the best crypto scalping strategy that you guys can ever find out there. And I'm going to be having a part 2 to this crypto scalping strategy. But before we get into today's video, without further ado, let's roll the intro real quick. We're going to be taking a look at this strategy on the 5-minute time frame, and we're going to be looking at Bitcoin. That's what we're going to be looking at. And for this crypto scalping strategy, you can use this strategy on any crypto, any altcoin that you want to trade. So what we're going to be looking for here is we're actually going to go down to 15-minute time frame here. We're going to go to the 15-minute time frame, even though our entry is going to be on the 5-minute time frame, but we're going to start by looking at the 15-minute time frame. And what we're going to be doing on the 15-minute time frame is we're going to be looking for our highs and our lows, and I will be showing you guys 2 examples here. As of the time I'm doing this video, the market is still currently open. So what we're going to be focusing here is we're going to be focusing on our most recent highs and our most recent lows. That's what we're going to be focusing here on the 15-minute time frame. Now you have to be able to identify your highs and your lows to make this strategy work for you, because we're not going to be using any indicators on this video. So even if you're using indicators, you have to understand and be able to identify your highs and your low. It is very, very important and very, very essential when it comes to trading. So now looking here on the 15-minute time frame, when we look at this buy position over here, looking here on the 15-minute time frame, we can see that we had a previous low here. So we're just going to mark that. So this was our previous or our most recent low over here, and we had our most recent high over here. Now once we able to identify our highs and our lows, so once we're able to identify our highs and our lows, now we can go to the 5-minute time frame for our entry. So now that we're on the 5-minute time frame, now I'm going to put this in replay mode, and I'm going to show you guys what we're looking for before we take a buy position using this strategy. So let's put this in replay mode, and let's just start from right here. And don't remember guys, I'm also going to be having a part 2 to this scalping strategy. So let's see where our entry is going to be. Now we have the break over here. This was our break. So we had a break over here. Price broke our previous high. Now we're waiting for our entry. So now we waited to see a pullback, a break, and a retest, or a pullback, whatever you want to call it. Now we'll have our entry at this bullish engulfing candle, because we're going to wait for this bullish candle, the first bullish candle, to close. Then we get in at this bullish engulfing candle over here after the retest, and we can have our stop loss right below our zone. Now for our take profit, we can look for our take profit here on the 5-minute time frame, but I recommend going back to the 15-minute time frame and look for your take profit target. Now if we look to the left hand side here, I could have easily had my target up here, because here on the left hand side previously, this was where we had the trend change. This was our previous high here, so I could have easily had my take profit right up here. But do I have to do that? No, I don't have to, because I might anticipate that price is going to get to this previous high here, because we had the trend change right. We have the trend change right over here, but I'm not going to ignore this zone over here, because we had a low over here. So because we had a low over here. So I would rather have both take profits if I want to make sure I target the most previous high, looking at that to the left hand side. So I'm anticipating the price is going to get to this previous high here, but I'm also going to have a take profit target here because this was our previous low, because price might not get all the way up here, even though it should, but when it comes to trading, nothing is guaranteed. So we're just going to target this zone over here. Now let's go back to the 5-minute time frame and let's see how this trade actually played out. So now we have our entry. So we have our entry and we're trying to target this zone over here. Now when it comes to scalping, this is a lot of pips here. As you guys can see, this is 1,000 pips right over here, and we have our stop loss for 300 pips, risk to reward ratio 3-to-1. So let's see how this trade played out. Let's take a look and see. Right there, we got our take profit smash right there for 1,000 pips. This is a lot of pips right here when you scalping, because you don't have to have your zones marked up. But this is how I like to trade, and when I have my zones already, I will have multiple zones in between. Let's say I could target this zone here for like 500 pips, and I can have another zone here for 800 pips, and I'll have my final take profit up here for 1,000 pips. And as price keep going in my direction, I will just keep moving my stop loss until the market actually takes me out, and then I made my money and I'm out of the trade. So this is how you use this strategy to take a buy position. And let me show you something real quick. So I'm going to delete all this. So now the zones that we marked, so if you guys remember, let's go back to the 15-minute time frame. If you guys remember, this was the zone that I told you guys that we can anticipate the price is going to get to this zone over here. Now because the market is still open, you can see that after we got our first take profit smash, now we had this pullback, price came back and broke this previous low, this previous high, and created another low here. Now if you were not in this trade initially, you could have got in this trade. So you could have got in this trade when it broke this previous high. You could have got in this trade right over here. So you could have got in this trade somewhere over here, and now you would have had the take profit that the high that we marked previously. Now you could have had your take profit over here, and stop loss could be right below this zone over here, and now you would just be waiting for your take profit to get smashed. And like I told you guys, you don't have to wait until price get to your take profit zones. You could have easily had, maybe even if it's 2 take profits over here in between these 2 zones here. So as you guys can see, now price is trying to get to the previous high that I showed you guys earlier. So this is how you use this crypto scalping strategy to take a buy position, just by trading from zones to zones and figuring out and identifying your highs and your lows. Now let's look for a sell position. Let me delete all this. So let's look for a sell position here. Let's see. So now to take a sell position, what we need to figure out is our highs and our lows. So we're looking to take a sell position. We have this low here. So we're on the 15-minute time frame, like I told you guys earlier. So we have this low over here, and we also have this high over here. Now the part 2 of this strategy that I'm going to show you guys, I'm going to show you guys how you can buy low and sell high. You won't even have to wait for the break and retest. That's what I'm going to share with you guys very soon in part 2. So now we've identified our highs and our lows here on the 15-minute time frame. Now we go back to the 5-minute time frame and we just look for those zones. Now what we're waiting for here is, I'm going to put this in replay mode and show you guys where our entry is going to be. So put this in replay mode, and we'll start from right over here. We'll start from right over here. So we have the break over here. So we have the break right over here. As you guys can see, now we're waiting for a pullback before we take a sell position. We're waiting for a pullback and also to see a bearish engulfing candle. So all we're doing now is wait. We're just waiting. So now we have our entry right over here, because this, we're going to have our entry over here because we have a bearish engulfing candle, and the bearish engulfing candle broke this low over here to the left hand side. Now we'll have our entry right over here. Now for our take profit target, for our stop loss, we can have our stop loss right here for 300 pips, and we can go back to the 15-minute time frame and look for a potential take profit target. So we could target this zone over here. We could target this zone over here. So we could target that previous low over there, and also we could just target this low over here as well, looking at this to the left hand side on the 15-minute time frame. So now we have two zones for this sell position. Even though we're scalping, all we really need is just one zone, but for the sake of this video, we're just going to use two. So we have these two zones here. The first zone we're looking at 317 pips, and then the final zone we're looking at 500 pips. Stop loss 300 pips, risk reward ratio 1:6. So let's see how this trade played out. Let's take a look and see. Right there, we got our take profit smash. Both of our take profit was actually smashed for, let's see here, for 500 pips. So guys, this is exactly how you use this crypto scalping strategy to take a buy position and a sell position. And remember, like I told you guys earlier, this strategy works on all cryptos, all altcoins. Just use it exactly like this, and you guys will be able to, all smash crypto whenever you guys are scalping crypto. So guys, thank you guys for watching. If you find value in this video, give this video a thumbs up, smash that subscribe button, and turn on the bell notification so you guys don't miss any of my future videos. Thank you guys for watching. God bless you all, and I'll see you guys at the top because the bottom is way too crowded. I'll see you guys in my next video. Peace and love.
Fearless.